It's a double kill for Jim.
Oh my God,
Jim's
Jim!
looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
Angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dart goes to 2-piece. Oh my God!
Trató de darle ese respetazo ahí, consigue una batidita y rápido se voltea y se está na marotagem. Bravo, ângulo dele!
For him, he's gonna be able to take out. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Almairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Da estátua vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Anywhere on the body that you hit, he no-scope for a follow right there. He no-scope.
Termina eliminando a Jack, igual queda solamente
Hello and welcome back. Guys, I do already see that my camera is not working, but I will get that fixed ASAP. We are back for another week of Mobile Mayhem. Well, I guess another day of this week for Mobile Mayhem girls. And I gotta say, Verdict, this might be one of the more exciting days of matches that we have going on. We have right out of the gate the BB Angels versus Celeste, one of those top matchups that we really expect to go the distance. We also have SGE Azami versus Zygnus, and to round things out, we've got Nyla versus Serenity. So I'm excited.
Bro, I thought Tuesday's matchups were a banger. This one's going to be a decent follow-up.
Sir, you need
Celeste,
to
BB...
mute your OBS Ninja.
Ah, sheesh. Rip, hold on. I did it so quickly. There we go. We should be good now.
Oh yeah, you're not echoing anymore.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We've got a banger on store. It's going to be a phenomenal one off the rip. That's Celeste and BB Angels that we're going to get to see Azami, who's been up on the come up, versus Zygnus girls, who are also on top right now. They just took down BB Angels 2-1 on Tuesday, and then to round things off, Nyla and Serenity, two of the teams that not necessarily at the bottom of the peak, but definitely could afford some points amongst each other. So definitely going to be a great day.
Yeah, it definitely should, and we do have all the players in the lobby now, guys. Sorry about that delay at the beginning. We were waiting on a couple players to get their updates rolling, but we do have our best of 3 available for you guys. It's going to start off on a standoff hardpoint. We'll be looking to move over to a raid, search, and destroy, and if we make it to that game 3, which, God, Verdict, I hope we do, we'll be looking at a firing range domination. We have bans on the Sparrow and on the Annihilator. And we have this weird little trifecta, right? Because previously, BB Angels, known as NYX, you know, they were that uncontested team the last season. And, you know, we had Celeste in week 1 take down Zygnus girls, and obviously last week, Zygnus girls was able to take down the likes of BB Angels. So we could see another potential, you know, quote, upset here. Depending on how the games go, but you know, one of those players I had mentioned is Aerith, and we do have the return of Aerith here, so I definitely think that brings a lot more support to the side of the Angels, specifically in that kind of like motivation factor, right?
No, you're absolutely right. If she's not the one that's fragging out, she's definitely pushing the team to go into the right direction. She's got a great hold here on this P2 transition, and I do believe this is where they're going to get a majority of their money out. What I'm saying that, I see 47 points on board. Just a phenomenal job so far from the girls over at BB Angels. And the kills are all going in their way. They've got gas station shut down. May's going to be able to pick, or I'm sorry, Bianca's going to be able to pick up one. But again, spawn solidified here for P2. Definitely going to be a stout beginning here for the girls over at BB Angels. And it doesn't look like it's going to go either way.
Yeah, lots of gunfights getting taken here early on, and so far it has been largely BB Angels winning at that position, and you can see they're here basically uncontested so far in this game. I mean, we had nearly a full hold on P1, and you know, coming into P2 here, did take half the time before we were even able to get a step onto the point for the side of Celeste, but all it takes is 1 or 2 good points here, and they could definitely still turn things around. Ooh, Bianca lasering up top, gonna take down Lydia, gonna find Chels as well. And now 50 points to go.
Yeah, if you've got a little bit left in the tank here early, you got to be able to get this scrap time, and you got to be able to get a smooth transition over to P3. If not a first initial retake, you got to be able to send all players in at the same time. We're going to see a little bit of congestion here on Courtyard. This is not a spot where you want to get caught up at, and that is where BB Angel is just going to continue to you know, murder inside of that perimeter control. They do a damn good job of fragging out, and as a matter of fact, they look so focused right now. I don't think that maybe what you said the other day was right. Maybe with Aerith's direction and her ability to lead this team, that was something that was needed on Tuesday, because as of right now, it is anything but close. As a matter of fact, 60 points separating the two. Spawns are going to get flipped. There's 30 seconds left, so there's still plenty to grab here if you're Celeste. But it's going to be difficult because the Dragonfire is going to come through for Aerith. She's got 12 on board. She's going to get taken down, but Lydia up top's going to have her back. It is going to be able to put her foot on the hill for a little bit. Not anything. They're not giving scrap time away for free here, which I love to see from the BB Angel squad.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And now as we look, spawns coming through. It's going to be Angels set up for P4. And we know this as one of the harder hills to break, not just on this map, but for Hardpoint in general for COD Mobile. Aerith, up top, is that a SKS I saw? That sure is, rocking the SKS. Gotta pick up another one onto Degenerate, but gets taken down by Kira. Can we see the break come through? Chelsea is laced on up. Nicole gonna come through, finish off that kill though.
Yeah, Degenerate does a
Her
great
with
job
a
of getting
4
it.
beats in the feed, oh my goodness.
Finally gonna get the break in, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. The Goliath comes in from... How the heck did they get a Goliath? I guess Bianca just fragging out is gonna be able to pick up that kill. They're gonna be able to get those last 30 seconds of hill time. But what do you think about some quick listen-ins?
Where you wanna go?
Let's go with Celeste.
Let's do it.
You guys are playing outside the country.
There's one statue. Statue.
Oh, go now. Yeah, statue. I'm broken.
No, I'm pointing.
Just come next.
There's one in the corner. One in the corner pushing me.
Statue. I killed someone in the corner.
No, oh my god, bad Grammy. Bro, statue still, guys. Statue this.
One granny's one shot. Top granny.
Bakali, everyone Bakali. No, Dilly, my bad.
Don't play me. Fuck.
Top blue.
Mid. Oh my god, somebody put on my fucking... Oh.
Contact Dilly.
Death machine dead. Die.
He's mid. I got you.
Telly.
Bro, statue. No! Good job. Go in, guys. Go in.
On point.
We gotta contest that one. Two more. Go next. I spawned out.
Over to the top.
Right, definitely some good calls there coming through. You could hear making that rotation to next that we got spawns, but right now it doesn't seem to largely matter because they are absolutely getting lit up, Verdict, and this is going to be the BB Angels taking a win in the hardpoint. Maybe Celeste can turn things around a little bit in the search and destroy, but it's going to be a difficult one because, again, you know, having Aerith back, she's been largely a IGL for the team. You know, we've jumped in very, very close matches. I think, last week on Tuesday, there was like a major comeback they had on a firing range. And, you know, you could definitely hear the positivity in their comms at that time. And, you know, as we come through here, it's not a super convincing win. We saw a lot of really good holds and breaks come through for the side of Celeste. Specifically, that P1 reset was super solid for Celeste, but they couldn't get their feet on ground for P2, and Angels just slayed out that game. I mean, dude, Aerith dropped 33 kills.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Nobody else hit 20!
Do anything when you got Aerith who came in, just activated demon mode 100%. 33-8, making me eat the words that I said Tuesday. I was trying to be like positive about the team and not make this about Aerith, but it is clearly known here. Aerith coming through with the big girl carry, 33-8. When you've got someone who's putting that kind of pressure on you, of course you're not going to be able to get on the hill. On the flip side of things, the only person who was ultimately close to her was Bianca, and I gotta say, she kind of slayed out. 18-12, minute 11 on the hill. That's a great combination, but you got to have a little bit more OBJ support for some of these players who are not necessarily getting those kind of frags. If you're not going to go 18-12, I'm going to need to see at least 45 seconds on the hill. Am I right?
You would think, but again, with specifically Aerith fragging out the way she was, because I mean, if we look, Nicole's not positive, 17-19. Lydia is even, 17-17. Chels is only +2. Vapi is -10. Like, They just
Sheesh.
could not take Aerith down. I mean, Aerith dang near put up nuke numbers that game, but
Yeah. Well, she started the game 8-0, and I was like, oh man, I know she's not about the North East girls, is she? And then she lost one gunfight, and I was like, okay, I feel a little better about this matchup. And it got a little spicy towards the end, but it was clear to see that BB Angels came in with a mission, and they just absolutely executed to the fullest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, you know, I definitely expect this still to be a fiery matchup. I'm obviously going to be leaning on the side of BB Angels here, but I do believe Celeste has what it takes to push us to a game 3, especially if they pop off in this search and destroy, which, again, guys, for anybody who maybe joined us late, is going to be a Hackney Yard search. So, no,
it's going to be a raid.
No, it's raid. That's the next.
Yeah.
I when I switched scenes before, that was the last scene up, and the admins already have it updated for our next match, so they are rocking it. It is a raid search and destroy. Next series, we'll see a Hackney Yard search. But we are getting into the game here. Verdict. You have any predictions or any players you think we should watch out for? I know for me, Kira is going to be one for the side of Celeste. This girl is absolutely mad cracked with a sniper. She's got a big talent to go up against an Aerith.
Yeah, they got their work cut out for them. If they're going to make anything happen, it's going to be on this game mode. I mean, I went ahead and told you they don't have that strong of a hardpoint game, or not necessarily closing out hardpoint games. And the funny thing was they actually ended that game strong rather than starting it strong. So a little bit of reverse psychology there. Nagabu going to find one. That's Fur going to drop. Fur gets the nade out and literally eats the bullets of Nicole, who just transitioned through that zigzag. Now we're going to see this bomb get pushed all the way to the B site. It's going to go down. Nicole going to go ahead and secure the deal. And a great setup so far. 5v3 scenario. He got the bomb down. 40 seconds on the clock. BB Angels already getting the advantage early on in this search.
Definitely had a big start to this round for the side of the Angels. We did get the 1-for-1 trade there, but with Nagabu taking down Kira and Vapi, gonna find Camiboo there. It's gonna be a 5-to-1 trade for round 1, coming through with the victory. And the only player to pick up a kill was Kira. Again, that player I mentioned we got to keep our eye on. This girl can hit her snipes, and it's definitely something that the Angels have to be worried about. Even if they came through with that first round victory, we might. Oh my goodness!
Good shot.
What a absolutely nasty shot there.
Oh
my goodness!
Two perfect shots from Kira early on here. 2 for 0 frags. That's exactly what you need. You need Kira popping off right now because at the moment, this team, this BigBaller team, came in with a mission. They executed it flawlessly in the hardpoint, and they pretty much ran the tables. And now this is your chance to redeem yourself. Okay, Kira, one more for the road. Okay, couldn't hit the one on Nicole, but that's quite all right. Bomb's gonna get picked up. That's Vappy getting that collected, and now we're gonna see this rotation back over to B. Maybe nope. They've got a lot of pressure here on this mid side of the map, and Degenerate holding it down is going to get the kill. That's Chels. Going to drop it out to 2v5. This is much doable. Nicole and Vappy. Okay. Don't give him any free kills. Degenerate peeks back out and ultimately bites the dust, but it's still a 2v4.
I don't know if that was.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that was peeked back out. Nicole just had her pinned and made the chase around the corner, and she wasn't able to make it behind the wall. Follows it up with that nice shot coming through mid, taking down Kira, and that's going to make things look a little bit more doable. What was a 2 versus 5 is now a 2 versus 3, but with Fur making a good rotation from behind, taking down Nicole, is going to leave Vapi alone, and Fur, absolutely nasty, coming through, picking it up, tying up the series 1-1.
For a second, I thought things were going to get spicy yet again here in this search and destroy. You couldn't let those 2 frags go in vain to begin the round, especially when you're going against the BB Angel team. You got to be able to execute. You got to be able to do it when you've got the numbers, and they did a great job there redeeming themselves. Dates come out. Trophies come out along with it. Shots are going to be called. Fur is going to drop. Nicole's going to get first blood. Now we're going to see the push up, and that is going to be Degenerate. You probably should have fell back. You didn't have any kind of support on your backside. Bomb's going to go down, but first, Kira, where did you even come from? Doesn't matter, you're down. Now it's going to be a 2v... Oh my God, Cammy, good shots. Make that a 2v3.
Oh, climbs right over Lydia.
Oh,
Yikes.
Timing.
Yeah, that's That one's rough, and it is now going to leave Bianca left alone in a 1 versus 3. The bomb is planted. You have to be thinking this one easily goes over to the side of the BB Angels, especially if Aerith is able to pick up the kill here, but doesn't hear Bianca until the last second. It's going to be a kill for Bianca, but 10 seconds to go, Verdict, and I just don't see it happening.
No, there's 7 seconds left. She gets one, but Lydia's not going to give it to her. Well, she is going to give her the shots, but she's not going to let this bomb get defused. 2-1 lead now in favor of the girls over at BB Angels after a very dominant B rush. They took too early and get the bomb plant down. That's all they needed to do, and 2 players still standing definitely shows for a better result in that second round. Now we're going to see another A-side push, which didn't pan out well the first time, but Kira's not there to capitalize, so we're going to see a multitude of players push through poolside uncontested. There's no dice. Cammy going to find one. Cammy's got shots on another. Can't quite get the shots to land. Aerith's going to find... Oh, my God. Aerith, did you get a collab there?
Don't believe so, but it is going to be Kira taking down Vappy, Degenerate taking down Chels. Now it's 2 versus 2 as Nicole is able to come through with the refrag. Fur just barely unable to find the bullets to connect there. Nicole going to live, but Degenerate going to get taken down by Aerith. Now 2 versus 1. Fur hanging up out top of the bedroom. Free bomb plant's going to come through for the side of the BB Angels. Bomb has been planted. Now it's a matter of time. Fur find 2 kills in the defuse. I mean, you want me to be honest with you, she could have ran up and defused right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of room in between the bomb and both of those players. I guess they're assuming that she's going to double back through B-side. All she's got to do is find the shots to land here on Nicole. Obviously, she doesn't know where Aerith is. Based off the last interaction we saw from her, she was in kitchen. So it's safe to assume, yep, there she is. Sniper perch. The push comes through. Aerith's going to be able to seal the deal. That's going to be 2 rounds in a row now for BB Angels, and a much better A-side push is going to result in another round. They're looking pretty good on the search and destroy. That second round was a bit dicey, but when you got Kira there to put, 2 frags on the board early, of course, you've got to win those. And now we're going to see the flip-flop back and forth, A, B, and back to B now. That is going to be Fur going down first. I'm not sure what the motive was there.
Yeah,
that was basically a free kill.
Definitely wasn't an ideal situation. Chell's going to pick up 1, but gets taken down by Cammy. Cammy barely makes it out alive, but is alive to maintain this 3v3. Bianca going to get absolutely lasered by Lydia. Where was the call out? Yeah, there's no shot. There's no shot. Lydia killed from up top laundry, and there was no call out that that's where she was at. Sure enough, you see Cammy rotate up in there. Unfortunately, clueless, and gets taken down by Lydia. It's going to be the 4-1 lead for the side of BB Angels, who are looking to take that first place spot. If they're able to close this game out, they'll be looking at a 20-point gain and nothing at all picked up by the side of Celeste. So, definitely looking in a good position right now.
You see it, they've pretty much read this Celeste team like a book. They've got a decent hold here on A, and they got a little bit of pressure there on B too. It's a 4-player stack, 2 in kitchen, 1 in money room rather, and then 2 on this backside spawn. They're not allowing them to go past that little mid area, and you can see Aerith's point of view. She's kind of got this sniper perch down and locked. Nicole looking for the peek up mid, gets the trophy system. Trigger practice. Oh yeah, there we go. A little bit of aim practice there, gets the headshot to go along with it. Now it's a 2v5. The girls are down by 3 rounds. Kira's going to find 1, but she's going to be the last one alive. She finds 2. 3 players left, and bomb is down in mid, nowhere. And able for her to get the bomb, but much less that. There's 3 players literally shooting right at you. They know exactly where you're at. Waiting for that transition over to come out. There you go. Chell's right there to seal the deal, and now we're going to be on match point.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
Yep, like I said, BB Angels playing with Aerith today, definitely in a great position to win this one. And I gotta say, the hard point was really solid, but this search has been absolutely dominant coming through. Nicole is rocking 9 kills on the board right now. Lydia coming through with 7. Aerith and Chels each with 5. Vappy struggling a little bit, but she's also died planting the bomb a couple times. Does have 1 kill on the board. Kira, as I mentioned, would be our player to watch for this team, and sure enough, she's got 8 on the board. Degenerate is going to get taken down, but they do get the trade on to Lydia.
Frag out.
Lydia and Aerith both drop early. 2-for-1 trades. Degenerate down on the side. Kira gonna get... Oh, that's a free kill for Vappy. There we go. Get yourself on board. Get some of those kills. Gonna catch some shots there on Bianca, but the nade is too OP. Now it's gonna be up to Nicole, who drops and got another round ball here for the girls over at Celeste. They are not done fighting. Still got plenty of rounds to go, though. If you want to make this comeback a reality, you got to have at least 4 in a row. Flawless. And we know how... we saw how difficult it was for them to get 2 here. There's not much to go on, but there's a will, there's a way, I guess. Kira going to find first blood. It's amazing. It's a great start. I got to say, her shots are just absolutely correct. Nicole going to find 2. Good night, Nicole. What are you on? I'm thinking Aerith put a lit a fire under these girls' butts after Tuesday.
Yeah, Aerith probably came into VC like, you guys lost to these crap kids?
I could imagine it was something along those lines.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right now, it's looking good as we are on match point for the side of the BB Angels. They do have the player advantage. Well, they did until Cammy Boo was able to come through and get a pick there. You can now see they're making that rotation up. Degenerate does have the bomb, so at least they're not hunting that down. Lydia able to find a couple shots on Cammy from behind, but not quite able to secure the kill. Gonna hop on up to Vappy, who's up top window here. Pretty decent spot. Gonna find the kill onto Cammy, one of the other stronger members of this lineup of Celeste. Now it's a 2 versus 3. We do have the bomb in hands of Degenerate still. But as players make their rotations over, it's going to be Nicole finding one from behind. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I switched to her perspective at just the right time. What an absolutely nasty quickscope coming out of Nicole to lock in the 6-2 dominant victory against Celeste here. And BB Angels, again, going to pick themselves up 20 points here tonight. And goodness, what a game for the Angels.
Yeah, just a fundamentally sound, 100% foolproof game. They come in, they had that objective on their mind. They did not want to be upset, especially not with the IGL. And I assume Captain and Aerith, you know, you see the way these girls play when she's in the lobby. She obviously has a different tone with the team, and you see the different results pan out. 14 on board for Nicole, 8 for Lydia. Aerith didn't need to drop 33 this team. She had a team full of fraggers, ready to rock and roll, and that was led by Nicole. On the flip side of things, you got Kira, who I gotta say is probably one of the best snipers in this bunch. One of the best ones I've seen to date in this Mobile Mayhem Girls event. And absolutely love the shots. Obviously, a 6-2 is pretty discouraging, especially against a team that you may have taken, you know, a few more rounds off of, and may have taken a round or a game number 3 scenario, but not today. It's a 2-0. It's going to be BB Angels getting those fat 20 points. You're going home with 0, and nonetheless, you know, playoffs are right around the corner, so I assume that these two teams are going to square off once again sometime in the near future.
I'm going to pull the standings up because I did see our admin team already on top of it, getting that update. The Angels now being in first place after picking up those 20 points, and, you know, I feel like our top 3 are obviously pretty safe, right? With the amount of time we have left in the season, looking at the likes of BB Angels, Celeste, and Zygnus, these teams are moving on to the finals, right? There's no shot that any of these teams fall out of the top 4. The big question for me has got to be Azami versus Serenity. Who's going to be able to come through and to pick up those final points for the season? Looking at the days we have left, bro, it's Tuesday next week, and then I think Wednesday is the finals day. And it's Nyla versus Celeste. So unfortunately for Nyla, I feel like they're not really going anywhere. But the real measure comes down to that Azami and Serenity. And it's going to be Azami next week versus BB Angels and Serenity versus Zygnus Girls. Those are 2 incredibly tough matchups that really leave a lot to wonder on the table, and that's going to be really a key factor for Serenity, because I don't see Azami taking a game off of Angels. If you want me to be completely real here, if Aerith shows up, I don't see Azami picking up a game. Serenity versus Zygnus, however, could be interesting. If Serenity are able to take a single game away at that point, with the standings the way they are, they would tie Azami, even in a 2-1 loss. And they took Azami down. If you don't remember, I mean, we look back at the likes of Shorty coming in chat saying she was about to nuke, and then they got 2-0'd. Serenity has the head-to-head win there. So Serenity don't have to win versus Zygnus. They just need to take a game. And it doesn't matter which one it is. They just need to take a game, and they'll be locking themselves into the finals. So definitely a lot on the line there. We are going to take a very, very short break, guys, while we get players funneled into the lobby. I'll toss on some music for you guys, and we'll get back into the action as soon as we can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got another fire matchup for you guys. I actually think this one has a lot of potential to go to a game 3 if SGE Azami bring their A game. The starting lineup we have here is solid with the likes of Jules, Anna, Veda, Dogswine, and Vodka. And they're going to be up against Zygnus Girls, which their starting lineup is going to be Layla, Vanish, Nathy, Ginebra, and Venus. So typical starting lineup for them. We know how Layla and Vanish and Ginebra can all frag out. On top of that, Nathy and Venus. So it is going to be a tall order for Azami. But verdict, I think they have potential to at least push us to a game 3.
Yeah, that's a tall ask. I know Azami's been working on a few things. Roster being one of those. Again, we don't see Shorty in the mix, and I'm not 100% sure what the mix is or what the deal is there. But I love the team that showed up on Tuesday, the show and play. But that's a tall ask, bro. That's like asking them to put up numbers against a BB Angels or Celeste at this moment. I don't know it's possible. I know that we've seen Zygnus and seen Celeste have kinks in their games here and there, but they're solid teams. Azami's kind of like a how do I say it? They're on the slow rise come up, and you got to have that slow rise come to a very, very fast paced, learning process. You got to be able to get up there quick because this is about as big as it's going to get for them. And they still haven't played BB Angels. So this is going to be a true test of how they are going to perform then and how they have progressed since we've seen them on Tuesday, or last Tuesday rather, in comparison to this Tuesday, which was much better. If they could snag one game, I would be surprised.
Well, if they could snag one game, they would at least put themselves in a position where Serenity then have to beat Zygnus on Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, Serenity would have to beat Zygnus on Tuesday in order to secure a top 4 spot. So this is an important matchup for the side of Azami here. Again, they only need to find one in verdict. I do believe we have our best of 3 available if you want to run through those.
Yeah. We're gonna start things off right. One of my favorites. SD Hack DR for game number 2, and then a Dom firing range. That is a well-rounded best of 3. Bands, Matt Vito's going to be SG Azami with the Annihilator, Zygnus with the Sparrow for operators, and then Matt Vito's are going to be Crossfire for Azami and Takeoff for Zygnus Girls. And nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into a game number 1. It's going to be Summit Hardpoint, as I just mentioned, and the map is tiny in comparison to a lot of the ones we've seen, but it's pretty narrow. So it's going to make for some interesting spawns when it comes to that P3 rotation. P4, those are going to be your money hills. P1, again, is going to be out here right in the middle of computers. And again, we're going to see a lot of players push towards that area, not necessarily on the point, but up top to get that top control and eventually down low. And that's where a lot of control is going to be held right now by Zygnus. They're going to be able to hold the hill for 7 uncontested, but Veda wants to come through, and my God, Layla's just on it tonight.
Yeah, we are looking at a lot of gunfights getting taken early on by the side of Zygnus. How is Layla alive and taking another gunfight? My goodness, this girl is cracked. Coming through, they've got 20 points on this P1 hill. Layla going to find another one in the feed, but Dogswine finally able to answer back for the side of Azami. Veda as well, picking up one on to Ginebra. Finally getting some time on this hill. There's not enough for them to tie things up, but they can get very, very close.
The fact that Layla is still alive, just OP. Girl literally held that staircase down with her life.
Well, she's on a 7 feed and has a Goliath.
Well, she just got taken down there, but still the score streaks are going to come raining in any second now. Is going to find one with the Predator missile. Sure enough, has that Goliath to rely on as well. And we see P2 about 5 seconds in, already closing that gap. And a little bit of a power struggle to begin with, not necessarily having a factor here in this P2 transition. So decent job of recovering and recouping. Was able to put their foot on the hill for a little bit on that tail end of P1. Now they're right back in it like Bennett.
And just as an update for everybody in chat, we have not got the assets for the new season yet, but I went ahead and snagged them for you, so we'll have the updated Battle Pass trailer and Season 11 final snow trailer for you guys to celebrate the new season here shortly. We do have a bit of a lead developed for the side of Azami here. They are sitting up about 25 points as we get ready to rotate over towards P3, but obviously we mentioned Layla has that Goliath. You can see players are sliding on in, and they are now very aware that that Goliath is on the field. And that is something that we'll have to look and see. Let's actually check their operators. Jules working on a Grav Vortex. Veda has a Goliath of her own. Sheesh.
She actually had a Predator missile too, but probably not the best time to use it as the Goliath came down. She was hoping to snag a kill of the Goliath before anybody could actually get into it. But of course, these girls covers their eyes or dot their eyes and cover their T's. And sure enough, the Predator missile was halted by the trophy system. Now we're going to see it's about half health right now. Some great usage. A much needed time now after that P2 transition. The girls over at Azami, they're scrappy. They came into that P2 catwalk and they held it down. They're up 54 now. That lead's gone, and it's just a short one that's going to be held over here by the girls over at Zygnus as we do see the Goliath making its way over. Maybe leave the Goliath there. Yeah, everyone else rotates, and that's exactly what we see here. Azami already setting up for new. They already know they are not going to be able to get anything here. And what do you think? VCs for one of these
Oh,
girls?
God, I never... Oh, no, this is a problem. I never...
Bruh. Yo, Verdict, swap screen. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. This is my fault. That's my fault, chat. I was getting you guys the new assets, and I never swapped the screen. I am so sorry.
They cannot multitask. Confirmed. Oh, Layla still alive. No dice. No dice. She gonna be able to make this transition over to P4. Get out of here, Zygnus.
Yeah, for everybody on YouTube, I'm sorry about that as well. But I made a mistake. Hopefully you guys will forgive me someday. If Jules pushing on up and take down one, she gets that on-point kill there. Grab Vortex coming out, cutting off the back choke. Misses the shot there. That's going to be Nathy taking her down, but immediately gets refragged out. You can now see Veda looking for somewhere to put down this Goliath. Ends up rotating mid and isn't going to put it down. Takes down Nathy. Rotating right over into Vanish.
That's tough, man. She's trying to get that Goliath down so quickly. Every corner she turns, someone's right there. The griefing just 100% on point. All right, what do you think? VCs for maybe Azami?
Yeah, let's jump in with Azami.
Okay, top, bro.
I don't.
Hey, bro.
Top jumping down. Top jumping down. Top. I stay. Top jumping down.
Where, bro?
Cages. We were stunned. It's okay.
Connector. Top.
Connector dead. I got. All right.
Top.
Stairs dead. Connector side, Jules.
On top.
Stairs.
Top dead.
Rotate, guys. Get top for new. Get top for new.
I'm at top. Nice.
Set up new.
Try to get green spawns.
Hold the point first.
We're spawning
green, bro.
They're
coming green.
They have a gravity thing in point. Gravity in point.
Oh!
Tyler, not right now.
Play your life, bro.
Not right now.
No.
Oh, green. Spawning green.
It's okay. Push together.
Top. Guys, use your concussions. Like you guys.
They're spawning green.
Trophy me.
I have my trophy. I don't have a trophy. Push for green.
Bro,
I'm gonna go top. Bro, push for green. Oh.
Shut up.
Behind. You guys behind dead. What side is they spawning? They're spawning C.
On top.
Oh, top.
Nade. There's one. Two green.
Green.
Go new. Leave that. Nice. Somebody.
I'm next. I'm all the way.
I definitely had some good comms come through there. You could feel the energy as the comeback is underway. And now looking at the map, we also have Azami set up for P2. No Goliath available.
I gotta say, those comms were something fierce, man. I don't think I've heard comms quite like that since we jumped in with Aerith and BB Angels a couple days back. Those were some refreshing on-point comms, and sure enough, game number 1 gonna go on the backs of a hell of a comeback. SG and Azami make verdict, eat their words, 150 to what was that, 120 something? Hella close.
Yeah, that was a really big comeback for the side of Azami. And as I mentioned earlier, picking up a single map here now puts Serenity in a position where, and we're only 1 game in. I mean, Azami could still come through with the win and just totally take it all away from the side of Serenity if they were able to pick up a 2-0 victory since they had the 5-point lead. But now, Serenity, they have to win on Tuesday to even have a chance. And that depends on how Azami plays the rest of this game now. Obviously, you and I have talked before. Zygnus is cracked in Surge. I mean, this is a tall order to ask. And I honestly don't think that Azami have been coordinated enough in Search. I think Jules is one of the best snipers in the league. I think Vodka and Dogswine are great slayers, but Zygnus's coordination in Search is just unmatched by just about any other team in this league. So that's a little bit rough for Azami. So we're probably looking at a game 3. If they win the game 3, they can still secure their spot. If Serenity struggles on Tuesday, right? It would put them up to 40 points. Serenity would have to 2-0 Zygnus. I don't see that being a case, but it's possible. So there's still a lot on the line for Azami here. They really need that cushion, and if they can win this Search and Destroy, then they go to finals day, period. There's no way, unless if they forfeit on Tuesday and lose 10 points, there's no way they can lose. So
yeah, and let's stop neglecting the elephant in the room. We're talking about a Zygnus team who just came off of a 2-1 win over BB Angels. Can we talk about that for a minute? You should be riding the mountains high. Come through SG Azami with the upset. Bro, I am riding this SGE Azami train, and I gotta say, I doubted them early because I was thinking maybe Zygnus ride that wave in, just come through clobbering teams, and sure enough, they get clobbered by themselves, and that was just a hell of a comeback for them. And I gotta give the girl Anna a shout out. She kind of sounded, I know she was kind of getting on these girls' nerves. I could hear it a little bit like, bro, we were stunned, but Anna had that motivation. She had that IGL down packed. She did everything she could, and sure enough, you got Jules up there top fragging as well. Just a hell of a game from SG. GPs to them, regardless of the outcome of this best of 3. I gotta say, they have done a 360, and I don't want to throw my girl Shorty under the bus.
360, huh?
They've done a 360.
Turn around and end up right where they were?
Yeah, They've done a 180. They've done a 360, okay? They've turned all the way around, bro.
All right.
All right, and I'm not trying to throw Shorty under the bus, but maybe that toxic energy wasn't needed. Shorty.
Dang. Savage. Facts. But savage.
Look,
we love Shorty. We're not trash talking Shorty. Yeah. But this lineup does seem to be working out pretty well, and sometimes that's just the case. And I've every single time we saw ARP do well, there was always that person or a group of people on Twitter that were like, yeah, Jesus should have got dropped from Mayhem. Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't work out with a roster, and maybe that's the same situation we have here. Shorty's a great player, just not working out with Azami, and Azami, with this new lineup that they're running, looking pretty solid. So definitely have high hopes for this next game. We had some pretty solid objective time across the board for the girls over at Azami as well. 50 for Jules, 31 for Dogswine, 112 for Anna, 102 for Veda, 19 coming through for Vodka. And you look over at the opposition, and we definitely had a little bit less objective time coming through. Venus came through with 10, plus 9 in the KD, 29 and 20. Nathy with 58, Vanish only with 14. Layla coming through with a lot of objective time and fragging power, 21 and 12 with a minute 25 on the hill. And then Ginebra struggle in this game, come through with 16 seconds on the hill, and then dropped 13 and 22. Definitely one of the players I expect to have a little bit more fragging power for this team. So hopefully during the search, we'll see a little bit more come around. Maybe we can see that game at 3 scenario happen. But again, if you're a SG Azami fan, you're praying for the 2-0 victory right now because that locks them in for a finals position.
We're gonna take it round by round because you know, that first point was just looking pretty grim to start things off with, to get their foot under the hill on that catwalk. They turned things around on that P4. Even through in the face of adversity, that P4 was not theirs. That Goliath probably did it in. I don't even know how to made it all the way across the map that long, but lo and behold, here we are. First blood's going to go in favor of Veda. Anna going to find a follow-up frag. This team is just looking way too cracked right now. They got a hold on A. That's going to force Zygnus back and maybe reevaluate their strategy. If 5 players send over, now we're going to see the B site be pushed. This is not the same Zygnus team that we saw take down BB Angels on Tuesday.
Yeah, that is for sure, and as we get further on into this round, we do have the B rotation coming through from the side of Zygnus. It was mostly free for a while, but now Vodka's made that rotation over, and Vanish gonna get taken down. It's now a 2 versus 5, and I just don't see this first round going in favor of Zygnus and Azami. Again, the 2-0 victory is important for them here. It would guarantee them a spot on the quarterfinals day, which would be Wednesday of next week. Not Thursday. Keep in mind, guys, we do have a holiday coming up, so it is bumped forward a day. I don't fully understand the Zygnus rotation here.
You know, they're kind of just playing their life, hoping that the best, you know, happens. They're going to find Anna out in the open. That's going to be 1 kill. The full-on transition. Vodka going to get the refrag. Jules going to want some smoke. She can have it, too. Sure enough.
How is Layla not dead? Did she not rotate right into that thumper?
It looked like it. Oh, she does not take down Vodka, too.
Bro, there's just no way, right?
Sure enough.
There's no way! There's no freaking way! Was that an ace?
That was definitely an ace, bro. Yo,
oh
Azami.
My goodness, Layla absolutely putting Zygnus in her backpack and carrying him all the way to the victory circle with that round. Bro, if you lose this game, Zygnus, Layla has all the right in the world to flame the crap out of you.
Oh, right now she's riding that ace pack. Gonna find a 6 there. Finally, the frags start coming through for the rest of the team as they've got a 5-2 on their hand now, and Vodka and Jules be the last 2 alive here for Azami. This A-side push wasn't successful the first time around, or was it? Yo, Layla, what are you on? Can I have some of your gamer fuel, whatever you got, whatever finger sleeves you use?
She's got a better gamer chair, bro.
Yeah, she does, man. Obviously. Oh my God, Jules. The nasty quick scope drops down, gets taken down, but we're banking on the ace here. It definitely wasn't happening.
Now I'm looking at the stream, and it looks like chat is just now about to catch up with the ace for Layla coming through.
It was nasty.
Yeah, I know the Zygnus fans in chat are going to be going wild here in a minute. You have Adri pushing on up, can't quite find the gunfight win against Jules. Pulling out that MW11, finding the kill there. Jules had some insight that maybe Nathy was up there, but didn't quite get a line. And there is chat catching up right there. Yep, absolutely cracked. Layla, your fans are cheering for you.
Yo, and all
not allowed
due
to make
respect,
it happen again.
That ace should not have happened, though. I don't want to know where the disconnect was. She absolutely violated these girls. 2 rounds in a row now for Zygnus and Azami. Again, we think they have the advantage. I guess since Layla's dead, I guess we can count this one in the books here for Azami. Is that fair? No?
One would think, but you can't count out Nathy and Vanish, so.
Well, Vanish doesn't have a kill on board, so she's definitely going to need to find a few if this round's going to be doable.
Well, Vanish going to find 1 before getting taken down by Anna. Nathy does have the bomb in hand, but I feel like it's about to rotate into death. Sure enough, dog sign waiting there in the heady, going to take her down. That's going to be a round picked up for the side of Azami, and I got to say, this should be a 2-1 lead for Azami right now. The fact that they played those Those final seconds of that first round so poorly is just not what you want to see. And this is one of the things I harp about in Search and Destroy. When you have that kind of advantage, you guys should be at least playing 2s, if not 3s, in that situation. Just because if one person goes down, the other is there to win the gunfight. And that's just not what we saw. We saw literally everybody sit in a corner, and Layla walked on through and found them all one by one. So, Azami, you just gotta pick things up a little bit, play a little bit smarter.
You can see them now. They're playing a little bit more conservative, but, you know, Layla's still prowling, which definitely doesn't have me with high hopes. This girl is just... I mean, it looked like she was playing a different game. Everyone else was just playing hopscotch. I'm not 100% sure. Anna's going to find one. Anna going to be... Oh, almost gets taken down. The push is going to come through. Shots are going to come raining in from up top. This is not a safe, aggressive push here. Looking for that frag. Is going to be able to find it. Anna... probably shouldn't have played so aggressively. Pays the price with her life, and Veda gonna be able to find another one for herself. That's 3 on board for Veda. Now it's up to Nathy. Can she make the 1v4 dream happen? We've seen a 1v5, but it was Layla to be respectful, and that girl just is built differently, apparently.
Oh, Nathy was looking for Jules there, couldn't find the last bullet to connect, and now her position is given away. She's on the chase, but see, Vodka was looking to make that rotation from behind. Jules definitely got the call out here for mid, and I don't think Nathy was ready for Jules to take that ego challenge, and Jules going to come through with the quick scope and close that one out, tying things up 2-2 now.
Yeah, in reality, you're looking at, you know, for Azami, a potential 3-1. Obviously, we flushed that one down the drain with the ace that came through from Nyla, but, you know, you're looking at a potential where you could have been up 4-1 if you win this round, but that's not the case. 2-2. Most you can go up before we flip sides is going to be 3-2, and Vanish and Audrey's still alive. Vanish finds one. Adri finds one as well. The 2v2, a much more doable situation. The bomb is down, but it's not in a spot that's compromised. Might see this bomb get collected and pushed down on the A site now. 2 players on the outside. That's Vodka and Jules. Minute 20 on the clock. Still plenty of time to work with. As we see Vodka going for the full-on flank catches. Oh, you got to get the... Yeah, there you go. Vanish drops. And now it's all up to Audrey.
I'll have to see if Adri can come through with the clutch here. It's only a 1v2, so definitely doable. She definitely hears the players above her as well, but needs to get up and get that bomb, and has a player rotating to her left. Jules gonna find that kill, and Azami take the lead here. The 2-0 victory might be underway. However, we are going to switch sides. That's going to give the defense an opportunity for the side of Zygnus, and I do feel like the defense has a little bit of an advantage on this map. You spawn a little closer to A, so you typically have a little bit of an advantage going into these direct A rushes. But it is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Dogswine does find Vanish, but Venus can take down Anna. Layla. God, this girl's nuts, dude.
Now we're going to see a 2-1 scenario as Jules finally gets one on board this round. Bomb is down, and I believe the girls over at Zygnus are aware of it. As a matter of fact, they're kind of just hovering right over it. So it's going to be right above that A-bomb site, right on that shed P1 area. And this is going to be a difficult one for Jules. You're going to have to find 2 and or collect that bomb and get it down somewhere. Obviously, it's going to be a difficult transition regardless of what you choose. It's all about a matter of finding one out in the open. And with the way that Zygnus is playing right now, they're not giving too much for her. Bomb is going to get pushed. Bomb is going to get collected. Venus is going to get the sit rep. And now we're going to see the 1v2 scenario ensue. And that is going to be Layla picking up the last kill. Hey, Hirsch, what's going on, buddy? You can't come in here, can you? Hold on real quick.
All right, well, while Verdict is taking care of the dog, we'll make sure we roll on through for you guys. It's all tied up 3-3 off of another good round for the side of Zygnus. And specifically in the end of that game there, that is exactly what I'm talking about playing your 2s. That was Venus and I believe Layla came through. And just really left them in an uncomfortable position, right? I mean, you're getting shots down on Venus, and you get pushed from the side. They were playing close enough that they were able to play those angles together, and that's the teamwork you need to see. Now, we do have utility coming in from the side of Azami into A, but doesn't look like it's going to find any of the information they were looking for. Vanish takes a couple shots from Anna, but not going to be enough to find the kill. No first blood yet. Definitely some information getting traded, but if you're Azami, you might be wanting to look forward to making that B-side rotation because, again, A on this map, the defense just has like a 10-step advantage of getting into that point. So they're able to get set up, and sure enough, that's what you can see going on. And Adri going to take advantage of that, comes through and finds a kill onto Jules. One of the players that I expected to have a great performance here in the Search and Destroy. She's doing all right. 6 on the board. Not quite top fragging. That's obviously going to be Layla with 9, but 6 still not a bad lineup to have.
Yeah, now we got about 30 seconds on the clock. Vanish going to drop. That's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Dogswine super weak, and they're trying to get this bomb picked up. Veda's going to be able to get it done, but drops immediately after. The shots are going to break. Oh, Layla gets caught going on the jump up, and it's a 2v2 scenario. But look how much time is on the clock. 15 seconds. Bomb's going to get pushed. Vodka's going to pick it up, but she is only one shot. You can see Swine trying to cover both sides, and bomb's going to go down. 5 seconds left. They're going to have plenty of time to get the bomb down. But sure enough, are they going to have enough time to defend? Catches one. That's Nathy. Dogswine, good job of covering both sides. And now it's all up to Venus. 1v2 scenario, 35 seconds on the clock. The slide peek comes through for Vodka. Good shots. Both sides covered. And that is going to be Azami taking the lead yet again, 4-3. On the backs of a well-recovered round. I gotta say, there was no hope for them at one point, but it all went on. I don't know who it was. Was it Vodka or was it Swine? It was Dogswine, wasn't it? Who picked those 2 kills up. Layla and Vanish. That's what turned that round around.
Hey, you are absolutely right. And as we continue to get into the action here, it's been back and forth between these two teams. We did have 2 rounds in a row for Zygnus, and then 2 in a row for the side of Azami. Azami was unable to take a 4-2 advantage. Got all tied up, but Layla gonna open up, finds one onto Vodka. Vanish finds Dogswine as well, and it's looking like we might get all tied up again. Layla laces Jules, might get ready to find Anna here as well. Sure enough, the 2-piece coming through. Adri takes down Veda, and just like that, 4 players alive. Nothing but time on the board. All tied up 4-4.
Yeah, that B retake was just absolutely massive for Zygnus. Obviously, you were expecting them to full send A. They did. And the retake was just on point. Now we're going to see a 4-4 game. Azami still have a chance here to make this, 2-0 a reality. Jules going to find first blood. That's a massive first frag. Venus drops. Now we're going to see this A side get pushed yet again, but it's going to be a little bit more conservative. Not so aggressive on the point. And Adri doing a great job of holding this bomb head glitch down, making sure no one comes to that top side. Got a good cover. The only thing that I could necessarily see happening is if anybody comes up on the jump up right there, but literally no cover there except for, okay, Nathy's up top. Well, now she's going up top.
Sniper! Get down! Sniper!
You could definitely hear Vanish was able to get the sit rep there on the sniper looking at her. Obviously, that's going to be the likes of Jules, now making that rotation over. Vodka was looking for a grenade into the window, just missed, but able to get a couple shots. It's going to force Vanish back, and now Vanish got to be making that call out to the team that there's at least one player that way, so you would imagine a couple players of Zygnus would probably be thinking, hey, let's at least get to high ground. We can look over A, and it'll be a little bit easier to make that rotation B, but it doesn't look to be the case. They are hard committed to this A defense, and they're obviously doing the right thing, whether they know it or not, because Azami are still there on the A side, uncommitted to going over to B. Now they're pushing in. Dogswine gonna be the first to make that challenge. Finds Layla. Anna gonna take down Adri, and once again, it's looking like Azami gonna have the lead here, especially with Vanish getting taken down by Dogswine there. Match point for the side of Azami, getting ready to close things out. 2-0 would put the nail in the coffin for Serenity, who had a hell of a run.
Well, we're gonna have to see this round come through, and it's gonna have to be pretty convincing because Zygnus has done a great job on the defense. That round was partly in fact of that that smoke that came through mid. Vanish was right there to spoil, could not get anything cracking, and all of a sudden everybody from Azami was right there. You looking back on that round 1-2, you're looking at an ace that should have never been, but it is. You could be sitting pretty now, 6-4 win or 6-3 win. Now you're gonna have to fight it out here in this 5-4 scenario. Bomb is probably not where it's supposed to be, but that is quite all right. We're gonna see a 1v1. Oh no, your bomb carrier is down. Veda gonna be taking down Nathy. Gonna spoil it. The bomb is right there. Nobody near it. What is going on there? That is a obvious miscommunication, as all 3 players left from Azami are all over A site. As a matter of fact, they've got A control. And they're going to get called on the transition. This is just, you know, coming down to the wire. You're looking at a 6-4 win that could have been. It's not either. Okay, Vodka and Jules doing a great job of collecting. Bomb's still down. Venus looks for the refrag. Venus, oh my god, Vodka.
Jules was getting some shots from behind, so the twos came through strong there. Nathy up on the ledge. Find some shots. Man, I bet she's wishing she could have got that kill on Jules. I think she panicked when the second player came around the corner, that being Vodka. And now that's going to be Jules picking up the final kill. And Azami, a team that I've been trying to hype up to you all season long, Verdict comes through with a 2-0 victory over the team that was able to take down BB Angels on Tuesday. I told you, you cannot sleep on this team even if they've had a rough couple weeks. And they came here to prove it today.
Yeah, they did. As a matter of fact, they take down a Zygnus team that's riding a high from a 2-1 win over BB Angels. Aerith or not, that's a good win to have under your book. You know, anytime you could take a win off of BB Angels, it's clutch. Obviously, we've got Aerith back in the lineup today. We saw how cracked they were. I even saw where she came in chat and was like, yeah, I haven't played with the team in almost a week. I could not tell. Nonetheless, Azami, sure enough, comes through 2-0, and this is a team that I mentioned that wouldn't have a chance to even, you know, take one map off. Nonetheless, 2, and they make Verdict eat his words. That's quite all right. I like eating my words around here. That's what it's, you know, this what these games are for. And a swift 2-0 on the backs of a 6-4 win. Could have been a 6-3 win, but I can't deny Layla was just absolutely correct. She ended up dropping 13 as well as 11 for Dog Swine, top fragging for the HD Azami. Hell of a game for both teams.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, you know, Dog Swine and Layla came through top fragging for each of their team, respectively, 13 and 11. Jules, a little bit above Venus, +4. Veda, a little bit above Adri, +3. Vodka, +2 over Nathy. And Anna, +1 over Vanish. Kind of hard to disagree with what was able to come through. Obviously, we just had a couple more gunfight wins for the side of Azami, and that's why that game was so close, both in the hard point, where I actually think Zygnus fragged out a little bit more overall. But, you know, coming into the search and destroy where you've only got that one life, winning your gunfights is just even more important. And unfortunately for the side of Zygnus, just wasn't their day today, even though we typically look at them as a pretty solid search and destroy team. So looking at across the board, we've got, what, a +8 kill advantage for the side of Azami. So definitely a solid game between these two teams. I was really hoping for that game 3, you know, specifically because that, you know, not only would have been more action for tonight, but also would have kept the story alive for Tuesday as well, because Serenity had a chance to still make it into the finals, and I just don't know if that's going to be the case now.
What's the road they have to travel in order to get there? Because now they're going to be they can't, not at all.
Not unless if a team forfeits and loses points.
Which, with the way Azami's playing right now, it's not going to happen. So that's tough. That is super tough, especially since Serenity start this season off.
Actually, Serenity technically could. If Serenity 2-0 Zygnus, they would actually take Zygnus' spot.
And you're assuming that they 2-0 Nyla as well.
They don't have to play Nyla.
They're playing Nyla third match tonight.
I thought Serenity already played. You are right. Yeah, no. So I totally botched that. I thought Serenity already played for some reason. I think I got Serenity's name and Celeste confused. That's on me. So
GG.
yes, Serenity do have a chance still since they play Nyla tonight.
We've got the story coming then.
Yeah, we still got the story coming. Azami, I'm sorry I overhyped you up. I hope you weren't listening to this bot. I'm an idiot. Jules coming through with the roses. Much appreciated, girl. Hella cracked as always. But we are going to take a short break because we do have a Serenity game tonight. And
Serenity and Nyla, they're going to be the
dude,
next.
for some reason, I just let it slip that there were 6 teams playing. I was like, oh, they've got to bye tonight, so they don't get points. But no, we just have 3 games, and this is like the 4th day. I should know that by now.
Sheesh.
Yep. So we are going to give you guys the updated trailers. I was able to get those downloaded in the background, so that'll be nice. And then we're going to take a short break as we get Serenity and Nyla funneled into the game. And yeah, we'll be back shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here for our final match of the night. And we've got Nyla versus Serenity, as you guys probably saw in our little 5-minute intermission there, as I was getting food. I do apologize. And B was sending us some stuff, some good memes. But we do have a... we're waiting on a player for one of the teams to get in here. As soon as we get that player in, we'll get you started. But we figured we can at least get it going instead of leaving you guys on a screen. Come through, chit chat with you guys. Obviously, I know everybody likes looking at Verdict's pretty face, so
yeah, Verdict is currently trying to get Herschel's badass out of my stream room. He's going through all my napkins that are inside of the trash can over here from what I eat, and then I wipe my hands and I put it in the trash can because that's where it goes. And he's in here just trying to raid my room. Get no.
As
Stop.
dogs do. But yeah, we do have a pretty solid matchup here. I think this has a lot of potential. Nyla is a team that, although they're sitting down in the leaderboard, has definitely showed that they bring some talent to the table. Serenity as well. Obviously, they beat Azami 2-0. Azami beat Zygnus 2-0 today. Zygnus beat BB Angels on Tuesday. Like, these are definitely some solid teams we have coming up, and looking at the likes of who we are missing, I think we're just missing one for Serenity, but Nyla has everybody here to go, and our starting lineup for Nyla is going to be Aza, Rita, Fushila, Storm, and V. Yeah, one of Verdict's favorite players. So
there you go.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side of things, we've got Beep Boop, Meraki, Berlin, and Molly. We're waiting on that fifth player. Not 100% sure who it is, but I'm not sure if we're going to even see that because it's been past that 10-minute marker, and they have yet to join the lobby. So we might be seeing a 4v5 to start things off. And speaking of starting off, we're going to start off with a takeoff on Hardpoint. So still left ahead. Obviously, we're going to see a 4v5, which is not going to be as enjoyable as a 5v5, especially with this season coming down to the wire. Dave, what are your thoughts?
You know, I was obviously a little bit confused earlier in the likes of Serenity and their path to the finals, and they still can since they have a match tonight. I totally forgot about. But we are getting the action, and not only are we down a player, it looks like we might be down 2 for the side of Serenity. Oh, nope, there Berlin goes, is moving now. V gonna come through, finds a kill onto Beep Boop after Beep Boop picked up 2. But I don't know, man. I don't know if Serenity has a chance to win a 4v5 here.
Yeah, I know you were talking about it earlier. They still have, you know, what it takes to potentially have a 4th spot, but it's going to come on the backs of a 4v5 win against this, you know, Nyla team who started off pretty decently. They got 15 points on board, and we all know how devastating Peterborough would be. It's out in the open. It's ringside near the fountain, and sure enough, a break comes through, back and forth fair, but Nyla going to prevail with the lead to start off with, as we do see some more contesting back and forth. Eventually, 10 seconds left, and Berlin on the backs of picking up 2 kills is going to be able to hold the point for just a little bit as they're taking out. The Storm comes through with the smoke, and here we are, P2 set up already, 19-15, a much closer game than I anticipated in a 4v5 scenario. And Day, you might be muted.
Damn, you are not wrong. Berlin and Meraki each coming through with 2 in the feed. Make it 3 for Meraki.
Meraki's 9-1, bro.
Dude, I was saying I don't know if they have what it takes to win a 4v5. I might have been wrong, bro.
I'm just saying, like, they're coming through with the smoke, and it's heavy right now. It's 40 points to 19. I don't know what this Nyla team is on, but obviously it's not objective because right now they're getting outslayed and outplayed and finally get a break, but Meraki comes through, gets 3. Oh my god, where did this girl come from?
No idea, but has a Goliath and a Pred missile available to go. And is still putting objective time up on this hill right now. Only about 17 seconds so far, but bro, this is P2. And we have a 40-point lead in a 4 versus 5.
40 plus point. Jesus Christ. P3 gonna come through, and we can already see a little bit of hill presence there for the girls of Nyla. And as long as Meraki is slaying out, I couldn't imagine that much would come of this hold. Is going to go ahead and use the Predator missile. Is going to get shut down. Does get the information they need for the break, though, as we do see Rita's right on the inside of the corner. You've got to be able to know that she's there. You just saw it in the Predator missile, right? Fortunately not. That's going to be a shutdown so far here. 5v4. The lead is still in the hands of Serenity, and based off of what we've seen so far, they might have what it takes to take this 4v5 fashion.
Yeah, we will be looking to see. Beep Boop has 9 on the board as well. As we mentioned, Meraki does have that Goliath. 14 kills on the board. Absolutely cracked right now. We have had a bit of a comeback for the side of Nyla. They're now only sitting 10 points down, and it does look like they might be getting the remainder of the time on this hill, as well as they're getting set up for next. It was an absolute tear at the beginning for the side of Serenity, but it has quickly fallen apart. And again, I do I mean, I guess after those first couple of hills they have a chance, but I still just having an extra body for like anchoring spawns, planning on the hill, or just is huge for a hardpoint game. So
I think P3 and P4 are like your big money hills, and when you have that fifth body, it's obviously going to come into play. And it is shown that having that fifth player, even if they don't do much, is obviously holding true to these P3 and P4 spots. As we see multiple tries to contest, just not having it. V gonna pick up 2 in the feed.
Let's go ahead and jump into comms with Nyla real quick.
Let's go.
Yeah, have a seat.
Oh, there's one point.
One point. I'm gonna go top red.
Yellow. There's one old.
Oh, there's one more admin.
There's one going top yellow.
Bro, top red. Play point. Come on.
Guys, why are we not playing point?
Guys,
I don't
get in
fucking
point.
understand. That's just annoying.
You guys are near the point, but not getting in. Come on.
Top red. Behind you.
Play point and end that shit.
Blue. My sentry's on the phone.
Oh, messed up.
Bro, behind.
Guys are not fucking. Oh my god, bro.
Top red.
Bro, top red. Point, guys. Point.
Go next. Just go next.
Well, could definitely hear quite a bit of frustration in the likes of Nyla there. I would be a little bit too if we were in a 4 versus 5 and not quite doing as good as we were probably expected to do. Meraki is up top in the Goliath on P2. They could be looking to make the comeback here. I don't know, Berg, what do you think? You think we should hop in with
Oh, absolutely. Let's go. Let's give the girls over at Serenity a chance to shout out. Let's give a 4v5, and they've got a chance to take the advantage here.
They're dead. Go. I'm going. One more. Dead. Flank. There's two.
Another one.
One in window. Window. They have two. Yeah. Three.
One dead. Two more.
He's lit and he's in spawn. That's my shit.
Death machine dead.
Yeah, keep contesting. Oh, never mind. That's a good try.
I gotta say, those, for the fact that they were losing, their comms were way less frustrated than the side of Nyla.
I mean, you're about to lose a 5v4 game that you should have had the bag, off the back, so maybe 4 rotations. I'd be pretty pissed too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there's obviously some frustration there. They couldn't get the ball rolling early. They fall like 40 plus points going in that P3, and everything kind of turns around after that. I'd be frustrated too if I'm fragging out and I'm not seeing the kind of results I need. So maybe a little bit of turmoil on the inside. Nonetheless, they're able to seal the deal, 150 to 98. But let's be realistic. We've seen less competitive 5v5 games, right?
We absolutely have. I mean, we've in the past 4 Mobile Mayhem seasons seen 150 zeros, 151s, 154s. I mean, so that was definitely a really, really close match. If you're Nyla, you have got to be worried about a 5th player coming in for the side of Serenity here, because you finally picked up your first map win. You do get yourself 5 points on the board, but dude,
Yeah, it was a 5v4, right?
I mean, I don't know.
You look at Meraki. Meraki just had the game of her life. 32 seconds on the hill, 27 and 16. She was eating.
Well, and I'm not gonna forget this time. Fushila is definitely a sniper talent to watch for Search and Destroy. I know on Tuesday when I hopped in, I was like, oh man, Fushila has been cracked in Search and Destroy, and then I was sitting there like, I can't think of a standout sniper for this team. Sure enough, of course, it's Fushila who's been popping off cracked with a sniper. And, that is maybe a little bit of line of hope for Nyla. Maybe they can close out a 2-0 victory here. Obviously, Serenity, you got to be hoping for at least 1, so that when you go into your games on Tuesday, I keep forgetting what the days are going to be next week. On Tuesday, you have a chance to grab the points that you need. But, I mean, a 150 to 98 win for the side of Nyla. Yikes. That was a 5v4. You guys should have been absolutely dominating. I know Meraki was coming through slaying out. Went 27 and 16. But, I mean, you still have that extra body for Hill, for anchoring spawns. Play your 2s better. Get your trades better. I don't know. I'm not feeling very confident for Nyla and Search if we get a 5th for Serenity.
I think we just did have a 5th come in. That's a Kimmy who's making the sub in, and I was just reading your messages in Discord, bro. You wildin'. Can we get a voice check on Meraki, or is this Tectonic just coming through and plowing the lobbies? Yo, she was cracked, man. She had a Goliath right off the bat, wasn't able to utilize it to its fullest. We saw that P2 transition after the reset. Oh man, that was a close one. I mean,
I think my favorite part was Hello thought I was being serious.
Yo, you can't take anything that Day says to heart, because bro is 100% troll.
Yo, Hello, I literally tell you I'm quitting before every single broadcast.
He does say that.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done.
Anyway, we're gonna
I'm back.
We're gonna hop on over and wait for players to get ready for this lobby. Looks like we're just waiting on V as we're getting ready for our Search and Destroy, which I don't think we had the best of 3 screen up too much earlier. So I'm actually gonna. So obviously we had our takeoff on Hardpoint to start things off. We're going to be looking at a Search and Destroy on Raid, one of those maps that you can definitely see a sniper talent like Fushila excel at. And Nyla's going to win 2-0 so that we don't have to watch a Hackney Yard domination for the 3rd game. We had bans on Firing Range and Crossfire, and the Annihilator and the Sparrow. So those won't be relevant to the Search and Destroy, but if we do have to see that game 3, they might be relevant then. So.
All right, we're waiting for these players to ready up. We've got 5 green check marks at the bottom. We had 5 at the top, but still waiting on 1. We got 4 or 5. Sure enough, as soon as they get geared up for this 2nd game, potentially last game of the night, with the 5th player being added into the lobby, I'm certainly hopeful for Serenity. But again, you got to go through Storm and Fushila. They are like the core of this team when it comes to Search and Destroy. Fushila gonna be your main sniper. Storm just hella cracked. Now we've got 1 player up top ready, and then 1 drop down. Okay, all right, now we're good. 5 green check marks. We're good to go. Search and Destroy on Raid. Is Nyla going to be able to close this series out 2-0? The backs of a 4v5 in that hard point, or player make a contribution and take us to that game 3 scenario? It's ultimately up to the girls over at Serenity, because right now the power is all in the hands of Nyla right now. They got that 1-0 advantage. Couldn't help it that she didn't have a 5th in 1st game. It's too bad. Time starts. You got to be able to produce those players.
Oh
Fushila
my
off the
goodness.
gate. Good night, bro. Oh, the follow-up jump shot. She gets to play her own A side as well. Oh my God. Quit.
Definitely a big way to open up, especially taking down Meraki, who is one of the biggest players for them, for the side of Serenity in the last game. We'll be on the lookout for that. Berlin going to take down V with the thumper. It's going to make things look a little bit more doable, but the bomb was planted. Kemi, the 5th player, joining for the side of Serenity here. Can she make this rotation from behind and find any sort of action? Gets the turn on Fushila! But I just don't think there's time on the board for this. Yeah. Forgot to reload, ran out of bullets there, couldn't pick up the kill or two. Beep Boop gonna find 1. Beep Boop almost able to find 2, but Azza gonna come through, win that one. And Nyla take the first round lead. 4 more for their offense here. We'll have to see if they can run away with it.
I mean, they started off pretty convincing, man. When you've got, you know, Fushila coming through with those nasty shots, got to pave that road to success over to that A side. Now we're going to see it flip. Maybe a little bit of a B side push. One player on directly is going to fall back. That's going to leave Berlin. How did you leave your homie Berlin all by themselves? Meraki knew what was up. She was like, yeah, I'm out of here. There's 5 players pushing B. We need to fall back. Berlin obviously didn't get that memo. That is 100% day when we play Warzone, bro.
Yeah, Fushila is going to miss 2 there. Storm able to pick 1 up. Storm able to pick 2 up coming through. It's 3 on the board for her. Tied for top frag in the lobby with Fushila. Azza not far behind with 2 on the board, but it's going to be Molly. Get 1 taking down Fushila, but immediately gets refragged out by Rita, and that is going to be the 2-0 lead for the side of Nyla, who had been struggling all season, unable to get a map win on the board, and they were able to take the 4v5 hardpoint. And now, obviously, we're here looking at the search and destroy. Could they close out 2-0? Could they not only pick up 5 points, but can they take 20 up against Serenity here? Rita going to find a Kemi. Going to open the gates a little bit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a massive drop here. Beep's going to be the last one alive. She can have multiples pushing her. Not going to hit a single shot there on the backside. That's 3 convincing rounds in a row here. All they needed to do was really just set themselves up for this search or destroy. And sure enough, a 5v4 couldn't have been handed to you on a silver platter any better. Almost didn't even clutch that one up. I got to say, there was a lot of fight left in that 4v5 from the girls over the Serenity. There's just not any of that energy here in this search or destroy, though. You've got 5. Hopefully it was going to be a more competitive game. Right now, 3-0 situation. V going to find first blood. Beef gets dropped. Meraki, actually super weak, is going to be able to get the shots to land. No, V comes through. That's 2 on board for V. And again, 2 trades in favor of the girls over at Nyla. Finally, 1 coming through. Storm drops. Rita going to find the refrag, though. And now, 3v2 situation. Berlin gets laced off that head glitch.
And Molly able to find 2, but can't find the 3rd against V, who picks up yet another kill. And Verdict, honestly, I don't know. Serenity looks so good against some of their other opponents, and looked great in that first game. That hardpoint was unbelievably close for the scenario they were in, and now they jump into search and destroy, and
I mean,
where is
literally
it?
just crapping the bet. Yeah, I mean, I was looking for that energy that was, you know, coming off that hard point. It was a 4v5. That should be a lot of momentum for your team to be able to put those kind of numbers up against a team who had 5 players. Yeah, sign me up. Azza gonna find 1. Azza gonna be able to secure this bomb play. We got 2 for 2 trades, and now no disadvantage for Serenity. They got a chance to retake the site. 40 seconds on the clock. Beep Boop looking for the flank. Oh my God, Azza read her like a book. Like, did she even have a call out? How did she even know you were there?
I don't know, but Meraki able to pick off 1 outside of Laundry as well. Now it's 2v2, but Berlin gets taken down by Rita. Rocky was looking for the shot, couldn't quite find it to connect. Oh my goodness!
That was a hell of a headshot.
Yeah, it was. Now, 5 rounds in a row for the side of Nyla. If you're Serenity here, yikes. Got to be worried about this one. Even though you're on the offense now, maybe you're able to pull things together. You cannot afford to make any mistakes here because your opponents are on match point. The 2-0 victory looking like it could come through, and the points are more important for Serenity than ever. So we'll have to see.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even if you are flawless for 5 rounds, you pretty much expose yourself on defense. There's no way that you're holding that 11th round if it goes the distance. Yeah, I'm talking way ahead of myself. You got to win this one round by round, and right now it's looking pretty slow. Storm actually going to find first blood. That's not a great way to start a comeback here. Is you can't afford to have any mistakes, any kind of downfalls here in this 6th round here. Game's over, 2-0. What could have been a 4v5 win in the hard point wasn't even, rolling over into this search and destroy. We don't see that same kind of energy. I'm kind of baffled.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we did get a first blood coming through for the side of Nyla, and does look like we're looking for the shot. Molly maybe suspects that Rita is there. Might have got the call out. I think V might have saw her at the car there mid, but it's definitely hard to tell. Molly, this window is the danger zone. Don't. Oh my goodness. And V finds another. Now it's Berlin left alone in a 1 versus 5. Finds one, but her position is revealed. Azza knows exactly what's going on. Berlin pushing out here. Might get shot in the back. Finds one onto Azza.
Tough, dude. I mean, regardless.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do in that scenario.
Well, I mean, putting Nyla in that, you might have had a different or Lila in that, might have had a different situation. But the plays for Zygnus, not for Serenity, and Berlin cracked as she could be. I mean, time was just of the essence, and obviously didn't have a great job of maintaining that clock. And there you go, 6-0 search and destroy win. We're talking about the hard point game and how close it was in a 4v5 scenario. You throw a 5th in there, and hell, we could have probably 4v5 that had a much different game. What was that?
It's a draw. Stand down.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
There goes those final 4, potential. That's just throwing your whole season out the window off of one game. That's tough.
Yeah, we will definitely have to see what happens. That'll be on Tuesday will be our last day of the open season, and then Wednesday of next week will be the finals. So that's all we've got for you guys tonight. I mean, I would pull up the scoreboard and really run through, but we had 3 players leave from the side of Serenity. Obviously, pretty tilted in the outcome, but Nyla pick up not only their first map win, but their first series win in a 2-0 fashion against Serenity here. Pick themselves up 20 points. I do believe we have updated standings for you guys. We don't, but Nyla will be up plus 20 from here. The rest of the standings are correct. I've seen the admins have obviously been updating those throughout our games tonight. Just haven't quite made it to the match that just ended. So Nyla and Serenity will be tied for 5th place, with Nyla having the head-to-head edge. And the top 4 remains BB Angels with 65, Celeste coming through with 50, SGE Azami with 45, and Zygnus Girls coming through with 40 on the board. There is still a chance for Serenity. If they come through and 2-0 Zygnus on Tuesday, they would tie Zygnus for 40 and win the head-to-head. I think that's a tall order to ask, especially if they show up the way they did today. But we'll definitely see. Nyla theoretically could tie Zygnus Girls as well if they were to 2-0 BB Angels. I don't see that happening, as well as they do not have the head-to-head advantage over Zygnus, so they actually can't make it into 4th place, as long as my math is correct here. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks to all the girls for coming through and putting on a good show for everybody in the spectator slots in chat. Thanks Verdict as always for co-casting. Thanks to our wonderful admin team at B and Hello. They are 2 incredible members of the staff that we just could not do this without. So big shout out to you guys. And yeah, we're gonna have a word from COD Mobile, and we'll get a raid going for you guys. Same deal as every day when we end the Girls Mobile Mayhem. We're gonna attempt to stream a female content creator. I only see one online, but we rated her last time, so I'll take suggestions in chat. And if I don't see any valid ones, then we'll probably host somebody from Amplified. So stick around, guys, and we'll also see you next week.